Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, if you look on the 10-point agenda that brought together the ODM and Kenya Kwanza together in a broad-based arrangement, those 10 key point agenda were meant to help in harmonizing the relation and trying to sort out the problem that was there. Before Ruto went into broad-based, there was serious, massive protest led by Gen Zs. The youth were killed. They were injured. And in the 10-point agenda, one of the agenda was to compensate the families of the victims who died during the protest. Raila Odinga is no more. ODM Secretary General Sifuna is custodian of that document. But up to date, these families have never been compensated. Have you ever asked yourself a question? Why? Senator Malala is trying to answer that question. And he's challenging President William Ruto. He is a con man, according to Malala. But at the end of this video, you will make a decision either to agree with Malala or disagree that President William Ruto is a con man using his wash skills to make Kenyans look stupid as he goes ahead to execute his plan. Ruto formed a committee to look into how these families should be compensated. That was the first step. But he formed a constitutional committee. Then later what followed? There was a case in the court. Malala is revealing what happened and is also suggesting on how Ruto should have sorted out this problem using real examples that exist on how the president is operating. Listen to him as he challenges William Ruto. Then we will also go ahead to give our views on the same.
Our president is a con man, and I want to say that, and I want to justify this statement. William Ruto is a con man. Yeye anatumia akili yake ya wash kuona sisi wote sisi ni wapumbavu. Huyu jamaa ile compensation, nataka kuwaibia siri leo. Mulisikia alikuja kaomba msamaha akasema anataka kucompensate zile familia, nataka usikie kidogo, zile familia ambazo zilipoteza watoto during maandamano. Jamaa akaunda committee ambaye anajua it is unlawful. Akasponsor mtu aende kotini apinge hiyo committee. Ndio mambo ikuwe stalemate, ndio yeye asikompensate hizo familia. So William Ruto, wewe tulijua hukuwa na nia yoyote ya kucompensate hizo families. We are challenging you. We know the people who lost their loved ones during demonstrations. We do not need any committee to compensate them. Vile unapatia makanisa 50 million, tumia hiyo akili yako yenye unapatia makanisa 50 million, patia wazazi wao watoto pesa bila committee. Kwani juzi akipeana 50 million kwa kanisa, alikuwa megazette committee gani? So ni ukora. William Ruto, you are a con man. Wewe ni mtu wa wash, unadanganya wa Kenya. Niseme nisiseme, nitoboe nisitoboe. Na mimi tumeambia William Ruto, wewe ni mtu wa kujifanya. Muliona akipatia Harambee Stars, atukifunga bao mkishinda 1 million, 10 million, si ndio? Sisi tunasema hivi, William Ruto, kama kufunga bao ni 1 million, nataka utuambie bei ya kupiga mtu risasi ni pesa ngapi? Tukishaelewana kwamba wewe kwa akili yako hiyo unaona kwamba ni milioni 10 kwa kila familia, sisi Wakenya wote tutapeana namba yako. Kila Mkenya akuchangie shilingi moja ifike 10 million. Pia wewe mtoto wako upige yeye risasi uone kama hiyo 10 million inatosha.
Now, we are continuing with our panel discussion, but before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Nimeona watu wanauliza in the first video that I did in the morning that tumepotea sana. I've not been posting. I'm sorry for that. Tumekuwa na matanga around in the family, and this was a very, very close family. I had no way but just to help where necessary, and that's why I was not here actually to keep you updated. So I'm sorry for that, but we are picking it from where we left. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. According to Malala, after Ruto constituting a lawful committee, he again cleverly went on to use someone to go and challenge that decision in the court. So he sponsored someone, and the committee was challenged in the court. Up to date, the families have never been compensated. So he will come and say, ambia huyo jamaa toa ile kesi kotini, nataka tushughulikie hao watu ili familia zao wapate compensation. He will come and say such a statement, putting a blame on someone where he cleverly knows that he is the one who has sponsored that person in order to derail the wheels of justice. Na mtafika kura nyingine akiweka blame kwa yule jamaa. It's a clever way that the president has been using to manage the situation. But if you look at that, then you can easily conclude that the president has no any goodwill or intention to compensate the families of those victims of protest. Malala is using other examples that you do not need a committee to compensate the victims' families. The example is that you are going to churches and dishing out millions, 50 million one church. Hata hii kanisa yetu ya PAG Kenya, I was at Nyang'ori, he gave 50 million. Amekuwa kule kwa our other church, ADC church, Voyan, akapeana pia another money. So Malala is challenging the president. If you've been able personally to go and give this money, why can't you just use the same way to give money to these families? But you see, as money to dish out, I think Ruto has not come back for that, unless if he will do what Malala is saying. So it tells you that the president has not any goodwill. He has not any plan to solve that problem. Malala is also challenging the president, and I have my reservation on this. When Harambee Stars were scoring, he was giving out 1 million to each and every player. Mwenye alikuwa kwa uwanja, mwenye alikuwa kwa substitute, kwa bench, wote kama club walikuwa wanapata. You do not need a committee to do that. Why can't you give money to these families using the same way? It's another challenge. And this is what happened here, those who don't know. When Ruto was saying that we will give 1 million in case you win this game to Harambee Stars, then they end up getting money. Get it clear. It was not Ruto's money. This is the money in the Ministry of Sports. They need to do some work there to improve on sport in this country. So when Ruto was saying that we will give 1 million to players, it was good, But still we have to know that this was not his money. He was promising as if it is his money. This money was being taken from the Ministry of Sports. So if it was okay to assume alikuwa anapeana hivyo, why not compensate these families to death? He has no any goodwill. So this is a president, and it is something that I've always used. When they want to derail something, you make, why does the president has the Attorney General, Agent Wakasgan, to consult, and he will always advise in form of writing. He will write down. Hiyo ndio kazi ya agent. His advice huwa anaandika, inakuwa kwa maandishi. He advises like that. Kwa nini hajakuwa advised in that manner on how we should have constituted the committee in a lawful way so that these people will be compensated? They are technically creating that mistake so that it will be challenged by the same people that they have sponsored in order not to compensate. That's how the government is working actually. How do you trust such a government? I leave it at there, but I don't know your views. So the best thing we can do is all of us to meet in the comment section so that we can continue with this Punchline discussion through our comment. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.